What's going on, everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another Madden 23 Ultimate Team video. We're bringing back a series that some of you might remember, MUT Mailbag. This is the first episode, and it's a weekly series where we answer your MUT 23 questions. Now, if you guys enjoyed this video, if you like it, if it helps you out, make sure to go ahead and click that thumbs up button. Shows a lot of support on the channel, helps the videos get noticed. Also, if you're brand new here because you were searching around YouTube for MUT 23 content and you found my video, stay a while. Click that subscribe button, turn that notification bell on as well so you guys are alerted when we drop additional videos. Let's get on into it. So, if you're new here, if you don't know what this series is, because we did take the entire MUT 22 year off from it, it's MUT Mailbag. Basically, I put down a post on the community section of my YouTube channel, and we're going to do this at least once per week. You guys submit your questions, MUT 23 related, and I will go ahead and answer them. And we got a bunch of questions to answer in the very first episode. The next episode will probably come like a week after the game launches, and then after that, it'll be every week. We'll do at least one episode until you guys stop submitting questions, if that ever happens. So let's go ahead and get on into it. I appreciate everybody who submitted a question. I did not read through these, so these are going to kind of all be like my first initial thoughts. And the first one comes from Chad. He says, would it be wise to use all 4,600 free MUT points early to try to start off with a big coin stack, or would you advise saving them? So this is a question that I've been getting a lot, and I will absolutely have a video coming out once the game goes live and we can see the pack offers on the best way to spend your 4,600 points. If you guys are unaware, this is a bonus that comes with pre-ordering the All Madden Edition, and you still have an opportunity to do that. You're essentially getting about $45, $50 worth of Madden currency to buy packs. Now, as far as what you should do with them, right now, I would advise people to hold on to them, wait until the first Legend weekend, or we're going to wait and see if they have any type of special bundle offers for launch or any type of special packs that are coming out for launch. So it's kind of all up in the air, but typically the way the game starts out is cards are actually a little bit lower when launch happens because so many people are buying and ripping packs and selling cards and undercutting each other. About a week after the game comes out, sometimes a little bit longer, prices actually start to go up, and the reason is because everybody kind of spent their money, and I think that's going to happen with this 4,600 Madden points that so many people are going to have. EA is probably not going to put out the best offers. If they do, we'll definitely advise you to spend it on those, but I think they know that so many people in the community are going to have those points that they're going to not put out the good offers, and the good ones will come later, and that's when the smart, patient people will be able to take advantage. Bud Clark has the next question. He says, you pace your Madden content so much better than other streamers trying to learn about pre-snap defensive adjustments, and a lot of streamers just blow through it, do it quickly on the assumption that everyone understands. Not all of us old goats pick it up that quickly. I appreciate the kind words. I think kind of a gift and a curse of my content is that I over-explain things, but at the same time, I think that actually helps a lot of people out. When it comes to pre-snap defensive adjustments, I'm not going to really be able to go through them in this video, but the best route to take is practice mode because, you know, I've been playing Madden for a very long time. It's just kind of muscle memory at this point. Once you understand what zones do and what different types of hot routes do and how to do them, you'll understand it a lot quickly, but you got to get into practice mode and practice, and that muscle memory will absolutely build up and it'll just be second nature. It kind of is to me now, but sometimes I struggle with it as well. Nick says, is it true that there will be separate XP grind for playing head-to-head? I've always felt playing head-to-head is the reason to build a team, but the rewards are never worth it. So there's a yes and no answer to that. No, there's not a separate XP grind, but we saw with the blog that came out a couple days ago, there's going to be Field Pass, and Field Pass within it has its own XP level, and there's going to be one for basically head-to-head rewards, which will consist of Weekend League, MUT Drafts, head-to-head seasons, and solo battles, and then there's just going to be a global Field Pass, which is everything combined, and then there'll be Field Passes for promos, including the first promo that we're going to see with headliners, but they said that head-to-head Field Pass is going to reward a new player every 2 weeks, so getting on head-to-head and even solo battles, that counts. You're playing against a computer, but it's still considered head-to-head. Getting onto those game modes is definitely going to give you better rewards than just playing against a computer only if you're not playing solo battles. Salty Ravens fan says, what are your thoughts on QB releases? I feel like it makes some cards unusable and it makes some cards usable. Should the release matter? I think they should make it to where you can change your release at a certain overall. So I think the main reason why I would disagree with your what you want to do here with the changing the release, I just think it adds more realism to the game. I know it's a video game at the end of the day, and there's going to be the things that are unrealistic, but they make the releases in a lot of situations based off of how the actual player gets the ball out. If you go out there and watch Aaron Rodgers IRL, I mean, when he's in the pocket and he's dancing, it sometimes feels like he just flicks his wrist and the ball gets out very quickly. And I'm okay with that. You're just going to have to go with the quarterbacks that have the good release. And if you can't deal with that, we're going to have to look at abilities like pass lead, elite, set feet lead, gunslinger to speed that up a little bit. So that's kind of my stance on it. Logan says, hey Pop, I've been wondering your thoughts on strategy items. I've heard rumors that we were getting another tier higher than rare. Is this true? So again, we had a blog that came out a couple days ago. I don't think there's another tier that's going to be higher than rare, but a couple things to note with strategy items in case you missed it. There's only going to be one on offense, one on defense, and a team affinity strategy item. So 3 in total. None of them, I shouldn't say that, the offensive and defensive ones will not have a way anyway to boost speed at all. So that's a really big change. As far as the team affinity strategy item goes, that one, I don't know. They haven't released a ton of information on it. Also, there will be more opportunities to get these cards within packs, and they will be on the auction house so you can buy and sell them. But again, no speed boosts. It's going to be pretty much the same with the exception of no speed boosts, different ways to get them, and only one on offense, one on defense, and the team affinity one. I don't think there will be one higher than rare. Without power-ups, our elite price is going to plummet after that player gets another card. Usually they maintain value due to them being needed for the power-up. I'm going to guess yes. If you had to just kind of say yes or no to this one, if Josh Allen's got the 88 overall elite card, base elite, core elite, that's coming out at launch. A month from now, he gets a 92 overall card. That 88 is definitely going to drop in price because you're going to see a ton of people getting rid of that card to go buy the new one. So yes. Greg asks, what's the move for rookie premieres? 3 auctionable or 2 auctionable and 3 endcats? Also, do you think we'll end up with 16 tokens or 15? So I'm going to make a video when the game comes out. I've already put out a video on the best players to go after based on all of the attributes that I showed us. But when the game comes out, we'll definitely have a video going over the best way to spend your tokens. If you have all 15 or 16, because there was a glitch, I think they're still going to limit people to 15 with that glitch that happened. Somehow they'll only allow you to get a max of 15 when you boot up MUT 23 for the first time or whenever they hand them out. But if you have all 15, me personally, I would take 3 auctionable cards and sell all of them and use the coins to buy the players you want. Now, if you have less than 15, you're going to have to kind of do the math for yourself. Say, I'm just doing a hypothetical scenario. Say you only got 13. At that point, I'm probably going 1 auctionable, which would be 5 tokens, 3 endcats, which would be another 6 tokens. That would total you up to 11, and then you can get another endcat with the random choice of 10 for 1 more token. That would be 12. You'd have 1 left over. But if you have less than 15, I would kind of get creative in that way, or try to do 2 auctionables and then whatever you can get with the rest endcat. But I would be trying to turn these rookie premier cards into coins early on, because cards are only going to get better, and these cards are capped at 86. Yes, they'll be very good for the first couple weeks of MUT, but after that, they're not going to have a ton of value without power-ups, and I don't think rookie premieres ever really went into power-ups, so that wouldn't matter. So I'm trying to take the coins and either invest in those coins, hang on to the coins, or buy players I want that might have value for a longer period of time. Are theme teams smart, or is it too early to start one? I'm always of the belief to not go after theme teams right away, because you're putting yourself at a disadvantage. Everybody's trying to get a goon squad. I shouldn't say everybody, because you asked this question, but goon squads are going to be light years better than theme teams for the first month or 2 of the game. If you can't afford to build a goon squad, whether it's due to money or coins, yes, you might want to go the theme team route, but early on you will definitely be at a disadvantage, because there's not going to be any theme teams that are going to be as good or even equal to, or I should say close enough to, the best goon squads out there. What is MUT Draft looking like? Rewards specifically, they really screwed it up last year. So we don't know the rewards for MUT Draft, but they definitely changed a bunch on it. In the blog that they put out the other day, it says, for MUT Draft, we have removed ranked in effort to create a healthier matchmaking pool, so it's going to be a little bit less sweaty, in my opinion. It says, we also are also committing to more regular updates to the draft pool throughout the year to keep content fresh. Additionally, salary cap has been removed, so that's kind of off on a tangent there. So we don't know the rewards. I still think MUT Draft will not be very playable unless they add cards cards into the draft pool that have baked-on abilities. A big draw of Madden in general is having abilities on cards. It just makes them better. It is what it is. That's how the game's played since they've been added into the game. And if the draft pool doesn't have quarterbacks that have like pre-equipped gunslinger, pass lead elite, set feet lead, you know, wide receivers that have a route technician or some type of route apprentice, then people aren't gonna play it unless the rewards are crazy good, which I don't think they will be. But we'll find out, because BR and MLB The Show Diamond Dynasty is so much fun to play. A lot of people play it. It's a highly played mode. I just want to see the same thing happen for MUT, but they need to add abilities on the cards via baked-in abilities on cards into the draft pool. Alexander asks, since there is no MUT Master, is there going to be season champions? So it's another yes and no. They're not going to be season champions, but we have Field Pass, and Field Pass is going to reward cards and players, whether it's head-to-head seasons with promos like headliners, and then the main Field Pass. We'll talk about all of this when the game comes out as well. It's going to be a lot easier to explain when you can see it on your screen. But the Field Pass is going to refresh every 60 days, and there will be player rewards within that Field Pass. And then, like we said, every other week, head-to-head is going to grant a new player item as well. And the final question is, did they change anything for current gen Madden 23? And the hard answer here is probably not. I think this is going to be the last year for current gen games to even get a Madden. I'm guessing Madden 24 next year. It's only going to be available on next gen, and I think they just put a lot of time and effort into updating the current or the new gen game, the PS5, Xbox Series S and X game, because that's just the future, and they can't really waste a lot of time and resources on the old gen. I know it's very tough because it's tough to get the console in a lot of places, whether it's money or just not the availability of them, but that's the hard answer. I don't think much is going to change, and you're just going to expect most of the game that you played last year as well. That's going to wrap it up. Again, we'll be back in about a week after launch, so get those questions ready. Write them down when you see the posts on the community section or on your feed when you're scrolling through. Be sure to ask those questions, and we'll try to get to them for the next episode. Thank you for watching this one. My name is Popular Stranger. I'm out. Peace.